Honestly, the guys aren't even looking for sex anymore.
These men do not care about you. They will look you in the eye. They will look you in your eyes, and they will tell you, and they will tell your family, I'm gonna be there for her. She's got me now. Don't worry about it. And then they will ghost you.
I just had the men folk aren't lonely enough experience in real life.
I just got back from the gym and I just gotta tell this story.
It's actually quite awful, and I swear I can't make this up.
Let me tell you, men are not lonely enough.
The men aren't lonely enough. They're not. They need to be lonelier on an island by themselves.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to Desktop Drop. Let's dive in.
So now there's this new term going around called alpine divorce. Oh, I know. So romantic. So chic. So European. Nope. It's actually quite awful, and I swear I can't make this up. So an alpine divorce is when a man will lure his partner into the woods for like a hike or like a cute little bike ride, and then abandon her in the woods at like sunset to fucking fend for herself. I'm sorry, but what kind of masochistic, narcissistic, and sociopathic shit is this? And since you, men, can't properly communicate your feelings, your solution to absolve yourself from any kind of responsibility in conversations is to leave her in the woods where she could potentially be eaten by wolves or like die of dehydration. Or best case scenario, she twists an ankle, falls down a ravine, and somehow figures it out of how she goes and saves herself. All because you don't have the emotional capacity and emotional intelligence and bandwidth to say, I don't want to do this anymore. This is why we're opting out. This is why single life is top tier. And it's not because we hate men. We just hate psychopaths. Because you're just outright awful people, and you would rather stage some kind of Bear Grylls survival tactic than just communicate your feelings. And you might feel good about yourself because you entered the woods with like a compass and a tent and a full water bottle. But let me tell you, you don't need any of your camping equipment. You need therapy and a fucking spine. If you want to break up with your partner, baby boy, use your words, not the wilderness. Grow up.
Funny how men won't communicate turned into a whole wilderness conspiracy. Most men don't need a forced escape plan. They just need the same thing women do. Honesty, without being villainized for it.
Let me tell you, men are not lonely enough. Tell me why I'm in this grocery store and I exit the grocery store and this guy walks up to me and approaches me. He's super awkward, super cute, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like this is so sweet. And he approached me and he asked for my number, and you just tell he was nervous. So I was like, oh my gosh, maybe he's just like a kind, genuine person. Like he seems so nervous. We end up chatting and talking over text, and he seemed really sweet, and he was like, I'm so sorry if I'm nervous. And I'm like, oh, don't be. It's like a nerve-wracking thing. We're planning to go on this, like, keep in mind, he pointed this out. This is important. He wanted to go on a little pottery date where, like, you know, we paint the ceramics, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that is so sweet. Keep in mind, I'm 21. This man is 29. I understand that is quite the age gap, but I was in it for the bit. I was like, oh my gosh, 29. Like, he is going to be looking for something, you know, maybe he can plan a date, like, better than the guys my age. Am I right? Anyways, so he wants to go on this little pottery date, right? That was Friday when we're talking. We talk all day Saturday. He's getting to know me. This is when things take a turn. I sent him a photo of the dress that I was like wearing on Saturday for a swing dancing event, and he said something along the lines of, I need to tear that dress off you. And I was like, whoa, I haven't even gone out with you, and you're already saying like extremely lustful things to me over text. Like, I like a good compliment, like any person, like, oh, you look beautiful. That is great. But like, this man was lusting over me, and he kept asking for selfies. He asked me to send him a pic of my ass because he said, and I quote, when he asked me out, that I look wow. That's how he described me. Wow, which is extremely flattering. I'm a personal trainer. I got a nice ass. But at the same time, you can't say like, let's go on a wholesome pottery date and then just be like, wanna fuck? Like, that's where that was going. And so I'm getting ahead of myself. Point is that I keep texting this man, and he just keeps asking and like saying all these sexual things, and I'm like, hey, you know, kind of seems like we're looking for different things here. And he goes, no, like, I want to get to know you, blah blah blah. And I'm like, okay, well, he had asked me earlier in the conversation, he's like, well, I just don't understand how a girl like you is single, like, you're so perfect, blah blah blah. Completely love bomby. And I was just like, I recircled back to that, and I was like, everything you're doing right now is the reason I'm single. The fact that like we're supposed to be going on this wholesome pottery date tomorrow, and you're sending me all these like disgusting, lustful text. I don't even freaking know you. Like, what? And when he ends up following up and like changing the conversation, saying, are we still hanging out tomorrow, aka Sunday? And I was like, yeah, of course, like we can still hang out. Like, what's up? Like, what are we gonna do? Thinking that, you know, he planned this pottery date, that we're still gonna do this pottery date, right? He says, I want to do you. Laugh out loud. I want to take you to the Bluffs, which in my hometown is a local hookup spot. And, you know, I want to, maybe we can like work out at the gym before that and you can correct my form because I'm a personal trainer. And he's clearly making a sex joke. And the point is, I was just so disappointed. Like, this man, 29, seemed super genuine. All Friday and Saturday, he was getting to like know me, asking all these questions, being very consistent. And then suddenly it's just like, let me get in your pants. And it was just so disappointing because, I don't know, like, he seemed like a genuine person.
This is why men aren't lonely enough. One awkward guy builds the courage to approach in real life, and one mistake later, he's evidence for why women gave up on dating.
I just got back from the gym and I just gotta tell this story. So I'm 5'9", that matters. It's this dude, older gentleman, he about gotta be pushing 50, he 5'2". I've been at the gym for about a year. I'm always, when I go there, I do weights. And he do weights. We be in the same area. I see him about 2 to 3 times a week. For the last couple of weeks, we've been saying, hey, you know, just exchanging pleasantries. Like, have a good workout, using this dumbbell here, you know, nothing more. Today, he decided to try to have a conversation with me. Mind you, I'm standing up, I'm doing arm press. He like, hey, you know, you always lift the weights. Pulled back my headphone. I said, yeah, you know, I like lifting weights. Thinking that's it. Then he goes to say, you're not worried about your man thinking you're going to get bulky? I know what he's trying to do. He was trying to temperature check to see if I'm in a relationship or if I have a man. I don't know, but that's how you went about it? Cool. So I took off my headphones. I looked down and I said, I don't give a fuck what any man thinks about my body. Put my headphone back on and I continue to arm rest because why would I give a damn about what any man thinks about my body? You think I'm doing this for a man?
An older man made small talk at the gym and asked a clumsy question. The internet reacted like he committed a felony. This is exactly why so many men would rather stay silent.
I just had the men folk aren't lonely enough experience in real life, and I need to share it because I'm alone and I don't have anyone to talk to about it right now. Okay, so I'm in between gigs today. I went into a market that has a nice deli to get a sandwich that I really like. I'm gonna eat a little sandwich, my little sando, before my final gig of the day. For context, I'm wearing a very cute little fall fit today. I've got like a Sans de Fleur little circle skirt on with a wide leather belt, little cute scalloped, whatever. I'm feeling it. I'm a fall girl. We got it. So I walk in, I get my sandwich. There's a long line. You sort of have to like walk down past the whole line to get into the back of the line, right? So I do that. I get into the back of the line, and the man who is, you know, now in front of me, who's the very last one in the line before I get in, I see him clock me, right? And like, I could be wrong, but like, we girlies, we know when we've been clocked, right? I see him clock me. I'm standing minding my own business. And this man, first of all, he has like a hand cart full of like beer, right? Because like that's what men drink, beer. And he starts doing like curls with the grocery basket. You know, and maybe that has nothing to do with me, but it was giving off a little bit of like a peacocking performative vibe, displaying your prowess, your worth of like lifting. And, you know, he did it a little bit and I was like, maybe his arms are just sore from holding the basket with the beer in it. But then he's full on like leaning over with the basket, doing like the proper form of the curl. And I was like, bless your heart, but like that's a new one, right? And anyway, so I'm like, okay, I think he's peacocking a little bit and it's entertaining. So then we're almost to the front of the line, and another woman is rounding the corner to go elsewhere in the store. And as she passes, she stops and in true girly fashion goes to me, oh my God, you look so cute. And I said, oh my God, thank you so much, you know, as we do. Well, man in front of me, peacocking man, doing his bicep curls, turns around, not even fully to face me, just over his shoulder, with disdain dripping from his voice, says, well, that made your day, didn't it? Sir, I am I would bet money that this man clocked me and was performing his curls because he wanted to talk to me, because he thought I looked cute or whatever. He's peacocking. And then he sees someone else, another woman, give me a compliment. And instead of, I don't know, if he wanted to talk to me, take that opportunity to say something nice as well, or just shut the fuck up, he turns around and says something like derogatory to me, like to make me feel bad for the compliment that I just received. So I think I said to him, I said, well, I'm never one to turn down a compliment. And that was it. There was no, but I know we know they hate us, but it was just an interesting, totally random, in the wild interaction with a complete stranger, demonstrating that he both, one, liked me, and two, hated me. What the fuck, sir? The men aren't lonely enough. They're not. They need to be lonelier on an island by themselves.
He looked at her once, lifted a basket, made one comment. By the end of the story, he was secretly obsessed, intimidated, jealous, and emotionally spiraling. The interaction lasted 10 seconds. The fan fiction lasted 10 minutes.
These men do not care about you. And I'm going to share a personal story because I'm no better than the rest of us. I met a really sweet guy. We started seeing each other. We went on nice dates. He brought me flowers. He was very respectful. And on Friday, about 3 weeks to a month of us seeing each other, I had a medical emergency. He met me at the hospital. He asked me to keep him updated every single day. I'll insert every step of the way. I'll insert screenshots here. And then Friday, he took me from the hospital to my family's house because I was in no condition to drive. The medical emergency was as a result of something that's been ongoing with this arm for a long time, and I've been under the care of doctors this entire year, but this was just unexpected, and they asked me to come in, and so he was there for that. And sorry, it's hard to. So from the hospital, he took me to my family's house where I updated them about what was going on and what the game plan was. He even told my family that he could take a few days off in case I needed emergency surgery or to help me recover, whatever the situation was. He told me that he was going to be there for me during this really difficult time. And he took me home. On Friday night, that night, we were intimate together, and he held me while I had a panic attack in the middle of the night. It was a really bad one. And then the next day he hung out with me until he had an emergency. His roommate, he said that he needed to go and take care of her cats because she was going to be out of town or whatever. And I was like, well, that really sucks. I mean, are you sure there's nothing? So he was like, no. And I said, okay, well, let's get going then. And he's like, anything you need, literally anything you need, just call me. I'm here for you. We're going to get through this together. And, he took me back to my car on Saturday. And he told me that we'd see each other today, on Monday. And he texted me when he got home, and then I never heard from him again. I even got worried, and I tried to find his brother on Facebook, and I said, hey, I'm not trying to be weird. I'm not trying to, blow anybody up, blow anybody's phone up or anything, but, I need to know that he's okay. He hasn't answered my calls or my texts or anything. I don't know what's going on. And so the brother called the guy that I was seeing, and he said, oh, well, he picked up, and he just said that he's been really, really busy all day and that he'll text you soon. And I said, okay. 2 hours went by. It's now 9 p.m. last night, and I was like, okay, this guy's not, he's intentionally ignoring me. I called him at 9 p.m. and my friends even urged me to check his Facebook, and it said that he had been active within the last 20 minutes. So I know he had his phone on him. And after I tried to call him, I blocked him because I was like, you know what, we're not doing this. I'm standing 10 toes down on business, even though I've been crying my eyes out for the last 24 hours because this whole situation has just been unfair to me with the health stuff. And then I had somebody look me dead in my eyes. This man looked me in my eyes and he said, I will be there for you. I mean, thank God that I have my fallopian tubes removed, because he could have left me pregnant. I mean, he said he had a vasectomy, but he could have lied about that. And it's just proof that, these men don't care about you. They will look you in the eye. They will look you in your eyes, and they will tell you, and they will tell your family, I'm going to be there for her. She's got me now. Don't worry about it. And then they will ghost you. They will just leave you. And I don't know why I'm so surprised. I mean, I've seen it my entire life. I saw it with her children, just left. So why am I so surprised? I guess I just thought maybe I could choose better. I guess I just thought maybe I could see the red flags and that this wouldn't happen to me because I could choose better, whatever the fuck that means. No, it's not us not choosing better. These men aren't lonely enough. They don't care about you.
A man lied. That makes him a liar, not a spokesperson for 4 billion men. The leap from he hurt me to men don't care is exactly why dating conversations go nowhere.
There is a very strange argument that comes from men online whenever they want to bring a woman down. But you are not married, but you are single. Where is the ring on your finger? It's like they imagine that you are some kind of an apple in a supermarket that no one wants to buy. And I find this so strange that they project their own experience, negative experience, on women online. But this is not how it works. Maybe once in a while you should listen to a women's perspective. For example, me. I've been married, and that was quite a while ago, but I left my ex-husband. And since then, I've got 4 official proposals. And by the way, I'm not opposed to marriage. I'm not married because I'm picky, I'm demanding, I know what I want, and also I know what it's like to be with a man who is not that great, and also I know what it's like to be alone. No one wants a relationship with you, they just want to sleep with you. Yes, true. You're jealous? There are lots of people who want to sleep with me. And that says more about men, not about me. We are single for different reasons. We don't live in the same reality, bro.
The flex isn't having options. The flex is building something that lasts. Anybody can attract attention. Few can sustain commitment.
Honestly, the guys aren't even looking for sex anymore. They are looking for emotionally regulated, spiritual, well, calm, peaceful, nurturing. That is where we're at. That is where we're at. We have moved past the physical, and we have moved into the spiritual and emotional, and the men are craving it. They are craving to feel secure and safe with a woman who can hold that soft space there with him without taking his experiences and his pain and his stories and making it her own, or trying to fix it, or creating a new narrative about it, or getting overly emotional about the situation. To just be there and be calm and be loving and love him completely for who he is and what his experiences are and how his emotions are processing through him. And you know, a lot of these guys haven't even had the opportunity to express full, real, deep emotions with a woman, or some of them with anyone. And that is what they're craving. They are just craving support. I say a cheerleader because I think you found yourself a cheerleader. But they are just craving what women were brought here for in the beginning, which was partnership, loving, compassionate, emotional, spiritual support. And when a man has that, a man can do anything. He is so strong and powerful and confident and kind and loving. That's the kind of leadership we need from men. But in order for the men to get there, they need the woman to provide that soft, nurturing, safe space that they can trust and who can just be. And they don't have to perform in front of, and they don't have to be perfect in front of, and they don't have to carry it all alone. It is equal and beautiful and loving. And we are fully capable of making this happen. We are fully capable of making changes so that the broken bridges between men and women can come back together again. We can mend this, and we can be in harmony and in partnership again. I believe it. I believe it.
The strongest thing a woman can offer isn't control or critique. It's calm. A space where a man can be human and still feel safe. Anyway, that's enough for today. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, like, share, and stay tuned for the next video.